Good morning, my friends. I'm Lama Jigme Gyatso. This is Enlightened Fitness. Well, first, we will use high-intensity bodyweight interval training to cultivate the body of a Tantric Sex God. And then we'll use guided meditation to cultivate both the heart and the mind of a Buddha. So let's dig in. About 3 inches below this video, there's a button that reads Show More. When you click it with your mouse, it'll reveal a list of links as long as my arm. Those links are crucial to answer all your questions. To answer your questions about beverages, about nutrition, about exercise, about intermittent fasting, about bodyweight exercises. And that's a lot of soup inside. I hope you'll understand. Those links are crucial to helping you learn how to warm up, helping you learn how to do the exact exercises I do easier versions of the exercises I do, and do more challenging versions of the exercises I do. Those links are also crucial in helping you learn how to meditate, how to sit comfortably, and how to count your finger creases in a way that's actually useful to the process. Well, it's something that I like to call resurrecting Bronze Age technologies. So, I don't care how much you work out. If you don't eat right, you're not going to lose the weight, and you're not going to be healthy, and you're not going to have great longevity. So, there's an entire page dedicated to the low-fat, whole-food, plant-based diet. Many world-class athletes thrive on this diet, including professional football players, including sprinters and marathon runners and triathletes, and professional MMA fighters. So short and intense event athletes and long duration event athletes thrive on this. World-class diplomats thrive on this diet. So brainiacs thrive on this diet too. Anywho, there are many resources on that page. I think it's the second link. Many of them free, some nominal. Obviously the books that I have not written, I cannot give to you for free, but I can hook you up with people who can supply them to you for a nominal discount. One of those books is Dr. John McDougall's Program for Maximum Weight Loss. Let's read from a portion this morning. We're going to read from Chapter 3, Carbohydrates, the Secret to Satisfaction. If you and I went for a walk at an elevation of 10,000 feet in the beautiful Sierra Nevadas, our breathing would change dramatically from the way we were used to breathing at sea level. As we got higher into the Sierras, we would experience oxygen deprivation. We would be getting less oxygen per breath than what we are used to getting, and consequently, we might have to breathe more quickly and deeply to meet our oxygen needs. As our breaths became deeper and more rapid, we might appear to be compulsive over-breathers. I could turn to you and say, slow down your breathing too much. What good would that do? You'd be breathing only as rapidly as it was necessary to get adequate amounts of oxygen. One way we could cure your compulsive overbreathing would simply be to return to sea level, where each breath would bring in more oxygen. Then you wouldn't have to breathe so much to get what you needed. You'd be cured of overbreathing. How wonderful. I hope you're getting the sarcasm. Curing people of overeating employs the same principle. Carbohydrates are to hunger what oxygen is to the need to breathe and water is to thirst. Your body craves carbohydrates because they are the body's primary fuel. Of the 3 primary calorie-providing nutrients in the food supply, carbohydrates, protein, fat, carbohydrates are the most fundamental and cleanest burning fuel the body can obtain. That's really funny because a lot of people use the term eat clean to refer to a whole food diet, not necessarily vegan. In fact, a lot of people say eat clean around the paleo diet, but here we're told that carbohydrates burn cleaner than fat and burn cleaner than protein, which I find delightfully ironic. Let's continue. As you will see shortly, your body is designed to consume and metabolize carbohydrates, and the cells in your body are calling out constantly for an adequate supply of carbohydrates. Consequently, the satisfaction of hunger depends on getting enough of them from your diet. As long as your diet is deficient in carbohydrates, you will be hungry. Your stomach may be temporarily full, but you are simply yearning for what your body needs. To use the metaphor of breathing at high altitudes again, you must breathe more, that is, eat more, to get what your body is craving. Let's take a closer look. And of course, we won't do that till tomorrow. So, quick reminder, the carbohydrates that Dr. John McDougall is advocating are not refined carbohydrates. He's not talking about drinking sugary sodas or eating cupcakes or having apple pie. He's talking about wholesome, whole carbohydrates. For instance, whole grains you can put into a rice cooker, or legumes, or vegetables, or fresh raw fruit. When you want something sweet, there's nothing better than a whole, fresh, ripe, raw, sweet fruit. Okay. In fact, when I was living in one of the Laotian monasteries I visited, they concluded we only ate. The monks were expected to eat only one meal a day. The dessert we had was fresh fruit. Okay, and now it's time for the high-intensity body weight interval training. Okay, my friends, let's warm up by doing 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. Good. You should feel warmer. Perhaps you've broken a light sweat. Perhaps you're breathing deeper. Excellent. Now, let's perform 5 circuits, 4 exercises each. I assure you, you work out with sufficient intensity such that after 12 minutes you are out of breath and drenched in sweat. Your metabolism will be elevated for more than 30 hours, which is great. Okay, let's do the first set of jumping squats. That was no fun. Let's try that again. As they say on the internet, drop your ass to the grass. Let's do pikes. Pike presses. Okay, let's do straight thrusts. Okay. Let's do under grip shins. Welcome to the second circuit. Jumping squats. Crawling press. Whoops. Twisted thrust. Over grip pull-ups. fourth circuit. Remember to land softly in your toes before rolling to your heels with a jumping squat. Wow. Hiking press. Okay, straight thrusts. Under grip chin-ups. Welcome to the fourth circuit. Wow. Crawling press. Okay, twisted thrust. overgrip pull-ups. Welcome to the fifth and final circuit. Woof. Hiking press. Okay, let's do straight thrusts. Under grip, chins. Okay, friends, that concludes our high-intensity bodyweight interval training. I'm going to take a moment to move my yoga blanket. For a kitty cat supervising this workout, Clearly, he's all shagged out. As I promised, out of breath and drenched in sweat. Okay. Let's see if today I can take you through a 48-minute guided meditation. Now remember, the first link took you to the page of my website where all the Enlightened fitness videos have been organized. First, they're organized by length of workout. 3 minute, 5 minute, 8 minute, 10 minute, 12 minute. You get the idea. Within the boxes, the Enlightened Fitness videos are organized by length of guided meditation. If this is your first time watching my talking head, I urge you to start with a 3-minute guided meditation. Every time a new technique is offered, it is explained. However, since this guided meditation is all review, there'll be no explanation. I don't care how many years you've been meditating. If this is your first time meditating with me, start at the beginning. Whew! In the words of my people, Schwitzy. Oh. Whew! Okay. Quick read from Gautam Chagme, a translation of Gautam Chagme's text, the quintessence of spiritual practice, the direct instructions of the Great Compassionate One. Recite the lines of the mandala offering. Imagine that you are offering for a continent, Mount Samuru, and the various precious things, as well as your body, possessions, and the roots of virtue. The idea is that you make an imaginary offering of everything good you have experienced or would like to experience. Whether it's spiritual, intellectual, emotional, physical. In it is also mentioned the offering of continents. What that was referring to is offering up a great mountain surrounded by 4 continents, surrounded by 8 subcontinents. That, obviously you're not offering a mountain, but that construct is an ancient symbol for the universe as understood by the Bronze Age North Indians. The idea is, whatever you like or would like or think you'd like, offer that to the 3 jewels. Offer all your good karma and the causes of good karma and the fruits of good karma to the 3 jewels. So here's the idea. Whatever we have a tendency to grasp onto and to cling to with white knuckle intensity, that we offer to Buddha, and as an example, to his teachings, which are instructions to be applied, and to his great saints who have accomplished the path. It's known as the three jewels of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. And so we always tend to have grasping in our lives. The difference between a Buddha and a Bodhisattva is not the presence or absence of grasping, but merely whether that grasping is our boss or our servant. When a high Bodhisattva or a Buddha feels their heart grasping, they then use that impulse to increase their devotion for the teacher and the three jewels, and their love for all other living beings. So they take whatever it is they feel themselves grasping onto and mentally offer it to the three jewels. We'll explore that further in another lesson. But it's a fun idea to think about. That once again in Tantra, instead of running away from avarice or aversion, when we notice avarice or aversion, we make the most of it. It's been said that if a Theravada monk came across poison, he would do an about-face and walk away. It's been said that if a Mahayana monk came across poison, he'd make a sign that says, "Danger, poison, do not drink or touch," and then walk away. But that if a Tantric monk saw poison, he would turn it into the nectar of the gods and offer it to himself, his objects of devotion, and his objects of compassion. Well, obviously you and I don't know how to turn a liquid plumber into water. And it would be foolish for us to try. But we can use the above idea as a metaphor, as hyperbole, to inspire our courageous, resourceful, loving practice. And now that I've mentioned devotion, I think that's going to affect this morning's guided meditation. Let's begin by practicing the Tantric version of Anapanasati, mindfulness with breathing, the Tantric version of the Buddhist version of alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you've watched all the videos prior to this, the 3-minute video, the 6-minute guided meditation, the 9-minute guided meditation, and so forth, all the way up to this, the 48-minute guided meditation. So I'm not going to tell you how to sit up straight or to fold your hands in your lap while making sure that your thumbs don't touch. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. Left, right. Right, left. Both, both. Okay, we're going to do gratitude training. Thanks for what? Releasing. Thanks, teacher. Releasing. Where heart free. Releasing. Free, free. What feeling? Releasing. Feel free. Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. We're now going to play with Lam Rim. I like to translate it as difficult path made easy with steps. We'll start with renunciation. How this not satisfy. Why turn from suffering's cause? How this chance be, oopsie, my mistake. How karma be quite just. Gesundheit. Because my cat, of course, speaks Yiddish. I mean, the neighbor's cat. How this chance be precious. Hongland's union of compassionate taking and loving giving. How could each be kind among? Why take fear as black smoke? How are all more than me? Why give peace as white light? In through nose, out through pores. Take fear smoke, give joy, give peace light. And we're going to do the wisdom of letting go. How body dependent. In Tantric Buddhism, we sometimes imagine that the Buddha of compassion could have a body comprised of bliss-inducing light. We call that four-armed chain re zig. How's chained Ray Zig? Dependent. He's dependent on his causes. How's bod like? Chain Ray Z. How are they like? What's made of light and what's made of flesh, that's how they're different. But how are they like? They're both dependent. They're both full of dependence and empty of separateness. How body? How's bod like? Chain Ray Zig. Now we're going to talk about speech, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we talk to others, the way we talk when we're angry, the way we talk when we're feeling lovey-dovey. Speech is always changing, from syllable to syllable, from mood to mood. Speech is always changing. How could speech always change? Now, the mantra used in Tantric Buddhism to invoke the blessings and the accomplishments of the Buddha of Compassion is a six-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, whose nickname is Mani, or the Mani. And it's always changing. First you pronounce the Om turns into a Ma, the Ma turns into a Ni, the Ni turns into a Pa, the Pa turns into a Me, the Me turns into a Hum, the Hum turns into an Om, and so forth and so on, so forth. So forth and so on. So, how Ma Ni always change. Now let's consider our environment. It could be a room, or apartment, or house, or block, or zip code. Whatever we can see with the naked eye. How could here not be me? We're not saying me doesn't exist. We're not launching into some deep philosophical dissertation. We're just saying, see that there? That's not me. We don't have to believe it. Just by considering it, can loosen our tendency to grasp at things. How could here not be me? Oops, I got ahead of myself. Please accept my apology. How speech like the money. They're both full of change and therefore empty of anything permanent to grasp. How speech like the money. Now we can get to here. How could here not be me? And you could say, well, of course, this is just a place that I'm temporarily in. Later on, I'll be outside. You could say the same thing about your body. Your body is just a temporary place for your mind. The same thing can be said about your mind. Your coarse mind is just a temporary place for your subtle mind or your karmic continuum. How potala not be me? Potala is, many Buddhists imagine that the Buddha of compassion has a paradise comprised of non-graspable bliss-inducing life. That's the idea we're playing with now. How potala not be me? So we're comparing things we normally grasp at things that are just impossible to grasp at, to help us let go. How here like potala. So we've been embracing the wisdom, the compassion, and the renunciation of the Buddha of compassion. How lovely is that? And that concludes our first 12 minutes of guided meditation. Now we're going to work with our sex root. If you're a woman, your sex root is your G-spot. If you don't know how to find your G-spot, there are many videos on the internet, some even for free, that'll help you find it. There's a wonderful instructional video led by an aging lesbian who actually works with volunteers and actually shows you on the video, look, right there, that's the G-spot. It's not a theoretical object. There was this wonderful interview where a woman, an actress who was an outspoken lesbian, said, scientists aren't sure about the existence of the G-spot. They should ask a lesbian. God bless the lesbians. Wonderful experts on female anatomy. So, if you're a man, your sex root is your prostate. Many homophobic men are frightened that if they tune into their prostate, they'll turn gay. Well, they may turn gay or bi or straight. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But many mystics insist that having a healthy sex root, whether it's your G-spot or your prostate, is integral to his spiritual and emotional well-being. So we're going to do now is a series of exercises from the Chog-Chang tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. We're going to work with our channels, our central channel. On the in-breath, we're going to ask where, root, wheel. On the out-breath, we're going to intend releasing. If this is foreign to you, then go back and rewatch the earlier videos. Where, root, wheel, releasing. Where, root, day, D-A-Y, releasing. Day, free. Now we're going to work with the Tantric version of the two bodhicittas of love and letting go. We call this clear light yoga. Let's begin with wisdom. Roots, wise light from black day. Roots, wise light bless body. Roots, wise lights, bless God's beings. Roots, wise lights, now bless here. Roots, wise lights, bless here's beings. Roots, wise lights, now bless earth. Roots, wise lights, bless earth's being. Roots-wise lights, bless all worlds. Roots-wise lights, bless all beings. All beings melt into worlds. All worlds melt into earth. Earth's beings melt into earth. Earth now melts into here. Here's beings melt into here. Here now melts into Bod. Bod's beings melt into Bod. Body melts into day. Root day melts into space. Vast expanse, empty void. Vast void. And now our attention migrates. Root drop climbs up to seek. If you don't know what the super whale is, then you're on the wrong video. Seek drop climb up to nave. The drop comes to rest in the hub of the navel wheel, at the level of the navel, about a thumb's width before the spine. There's a horizontal disc about the diameter of your thumbnail. Our job is not to visualize it perfectly, but to mentally relax, but to relax into the mental recitations. Where nave wheel, releasing. We could pretend that there's a little syllable in the hub of the navel wheel, and that syllable is so, S-O. Where hub so, oops, let's try this again. Where nave so, releasing. so free. Did I mention the so was grain? Whoops, my mistake, it's yellow or gold. And now we do the clear light yoga. And this time we're going to give everyone peace. The abbreviation for navel is NAVE. NAVE, peace, light, from gold, so. NAVE, peace, light, bless body. NAVE, peace, light, bless bod's beings. Remember, there's either a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 100 ratio of human cells to non-human cells in our bodies. It is as if our bodies were nothing more than condo complexes for transient tenants. NAVE, peace, light, now bless here. NAVE, peace, light, bless here's beings. NAVE, peace, light, now bless earth. NAVE, peace, light, bless earth's beings. NAVE, peace, light, bless all worlds. NAVE, peace, light, bless all beings. All beings melt into worlds. All worlds melt into earth. Earth's beings melt into earth. Earth now melts into here. Here's beings melt into here. Here now melts into bod. Bod's beings melt into bod. Body melts into so. Nave so melts into space. Vast expanse, empty void. Vast void. We've thus completed our 24th minute of guided meditation. We now continue to our first set of Vipassana, also known as Mahasutra, Mahamudra, also known as Dzogchen. Two distinct flavors of Dzogchen. We're going to do Tantric or cutting through, which is nothing more than a Vipassana that tends to emphasize feeling, be it emotional or physical. What feeling? Releasing. Feel free. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. One-syllable version. This is. And we're going to ascend further up our central channel. Nave drop climb up to heart. Heart's in the upper third of the chest, about a thumb's width before the spine. You don't need to know the exact location, your body already does. How do you do with your mind then? Simply play with the words I give you. Where heart wheel, releasing. Where heart whom, releasing. So the heart wheel's blue and it's the size of your thumbnail, and in the center is a hub, and in the hub is a mustard seed sized HUM. Where heart whom, releasing. Where blue whom, releasing. Whom free. We're going to do the clear light union of love and letting go. The type of love that gives, that helps everyone else to love everyone else. Heart's love light from blue whom. Heart's love lights, bless body. Heart's love light, bless Bod's beings. Heart's love light, now bless here. Heart's love light, bless here's beings. Heart's love light, now bless earth. Heart's love light, bless earth's beings. Heart's love light, bless all worlds. Heart's love light, bless world's beings. World's beings melt into worlds. Worlds now melts into earth. Earth's beings melt into earth. Earth now melts into here. Here's beings melt into here. Here now melts into Bod. Bod's beings melt into Bod. Body melts into whom? Heart's whom melts into space. Remember, we don't think of space as being a black void, but a white void, kind of like the construct in the Matrix. Notice, let's try this again. Vast expanse, empty void. Vast void. Remember, we're not saying nothing exists. We're saying nothing permanent exists to grasp. Nothing separate exists to grasp. So let go. Now we turn to Vipassana's union of awareness letting go. That's going to emphasize the audio, the sound, in a distinctly Mahayana manner that is popular with some Renzai practitioners of Zen. What hearing really seeing? Here, free. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Have you noticed how it's much easier to meditate after 36 minutes than it is after 3? Heart drop climb up to throat. Throat drop climb up to crown. Wear crown wheel, releasing. Wear crown Om, releasing. Wear white Om, releasing. Om, free. going to do the clear life union of love and letting go that lovingly gives joy to all. Crown's joy lights from white Om. Crown's joy lights bless body. Crown's joy lights bless bod's beings. Crown's joy lights now bless earth. Whoopsie, jumped something. Let's try that again. Crown's joy light now bless here. Crown's joy lights bless here's beings. Crown's joy lights now bless earth. Crown's joy lights bless earth's beings. Crown's joy lights bless all worlds. Crown's joy lights bless world's beings. World's beings melts into worlds. That reminds me of the meme, Sleepy Cat is sleepy. Okay. Worlds now melt into earth. Earth's beings melt into earth. Earth now melts into here. Here's beings melt into here. Here now melts into bod. Bod's beings melt into bod. Body melts into Om. Crown's Om melts into space. Vast expanse, empty void. vast void. We're going to perform a type of vipassana, and of course vipassana is unit of awareness, letting go, that's going to emphasize sights. In Dzogchen, that's known as togal, or jump over. What's seeing, releasing. What hearing, see free. How could this be funny? Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. We've just completed our 45th minute of guided meditation, and I promised you 48. So let's do easy metta of love, of joy. How joy good, releasing. How joy feel, releasing. Now to me, give great joy. Now to some, give great joy. Now to all, give great joy. Now to each, give great joy. Each joy. That concludes this morning's 48 minutes guided meditation. I invite you now to join me for a gentle set of geriatric yoga entitled Untying the Heart's Knots. Please lace your hands behind your tush. Please open your chest and twist to the left. Why give wise, releasing. Please reverse. Now to each, give wisdom. Back to center. Release the hands, lace them in the lap. Swing the arms out and overhead. Bend to the left. Why give peace, releasing. Please reverse. Now to each, give great peace. Back to center. Please work your way into the downward facing fetal position, which is also known as child's pose. Give to each, love for all. Curl hands into fists. Place knuckles on the yoga mat just above the knees as if you're going to punch or jab. Rapidly straighten your arms and coast into the seated samurai position, which is also known as lion's pose. Please lace your hands behind your tush. Please open the chest, drop your head, roll your gaze up. What feeling, releasing. What hearing, releasing. What seeing, releasing. Please release your hands. Please cup your palms. Please press your hands together. So the center of each palm is hovering before the upper third of your chest. Please relax your shoulders down, away from your ears. Please twist to the left. Why give joy? Releasing. Back to the center. Relax your shoulders down. Twist to the right. Give to each. Now to each, give great joy. Back to center. Relax the shoulders down. Palms on the yoga blanket in preparation for cat-cow asana. Open mouth, slack jaw. Now to each, give comfort. Please stand up. Please place your weight on the major and minor ball of each foot, right behind the big and little toe, heels off the yoga blanket. Subtle bend in your knees, hips thrust forward. Hands laced behind the tush, open chest, drop head, gaze rolled up. How could this be funny? Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. We're now going to conclude with 2 repetitions of 2 types of bows each, for a total of 4 bows. I recommend combining this with the rest of the final 3 recitations found at the end of every lesson. I therefore recommend that you use the link for the class materials to download the latest free PDF entitled The First Collection of Practice Texts. If you recite these 3 recitations once every morning and once every night, within a few weeks, or you will have accidentally memorized them. Please join me now for 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. By this virtue may I now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy, and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas, of wisdom, peace, love, and joy, and now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. And accomplish Judaism in this life. And then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now please join me for 2 repetitions of Vietnamese-inspired bows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of infinite light emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Well, my friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. I thank you for your enthusiasm to evolve, both physically as well as spiritually, and I thank you for your kind support. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before you go, I'd be remiss if I did not invite you to click the subscribe button or the like button, as well as the share button. At the very end of this video, please find the big old YouTube button up here. Click that and it'll take you to your home page. On the left, if you scroll down, you'll come to a tab that reads Manage Subscriptions. Click that and look up either Lama Jigme or Enlightened Fitness. To the right, you'll find a box. Use your mouse to check that box, and that way, the next time I upload a video, you'll receive an email notification. Now, I told you about those links below the video. You could use one of those links to help keep this monk fed, which is lovely, but not mandatory. And you could use a different link to register for the next series of live weekly webinars. When do they begin? Tuesday, the 2nd of July. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.